What's up, everybody? Freebooter here, and it is 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:16 to be precise. I've already listed a bunch of stuff. I woke up at 4:30 this morning, just fuming, ready to go. I haven't even drank coffee yet. I'm about to head out and get some coffee after I package all this stuff up. This is what I shipped or sold on eBay the last 4 days. So I am behind on my eBay sales. I'm trying to get $5,000 sold on eBay this month, but I'm only at $510 for the first 4 days. I should be at around $740 right now. I need to do about $180 a day sold on eBay to hit my goal. I didn't post as much for the last 3 days because I am a flea market caretaker and I've been doing my flea market duties. I have to do a bunch of flea market stuff, so I'm not 100% full-time. I work at a flea market to make it so I can stay here in this RV. I stay in an RV, so I'm allowed to stay here for free, and I can set up at the flea market for free and some other stuff, some other benefits. All I have to do is stay here and take care of some stuff. So here's what I sold. $510 worth of stuff. HBO, Simply the Best retro super pink hat. This is from the early 90s. I picked up a huge lot of these about 6 months ago, a huge lot of 90s cable television hats. I got 140 of them for $100. Been selling them for anywhere from $15 to $40. Next, we got a Sonic the Hedgehog plush. Paid 50 cents for this out here at the flea market. This is by Toy Network, and I got $22 shipped for this. It's going to ship first class. Sonic the Hedgehog there's a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog collectors out there, so keep your eye open for this kind of stuff. You can pick it up cheap all the time. Next, I sold a broken Game Boy Color. I used to fix Game Boys, but I'm now I don't have time to mess with that kind of stuff. So I could have fixed this thing and made like $30 off of it, but I sold it for $14. This does not work. It doesn't have a battery cover. It's very worn and discolored, and the screen doesn't work properly. Picked it up out here for $5, so I'm barely even making any money on this, actually. But I picked this up for $5, and unfortunately it didn't work. Because I used to fix these, I know how tough it is, so I know what those people are going through, so I know how much they need to pay for something to make some sort of profit on it. Next, we got some broken Transformers, more broken stuff. So these are mostly G1 Transformers from the 80s. And I got $25. These are all broken. They're missing a lot of parts, missing like legs, and some of them are broken in half and stuff. But $25. You can pick up that kind of stuff at the Goodwill toy bins for 10 for $1 or 10 for $1.50. So believe it or not, I'm actually still making a few bucks on that. Next, I picked up a few days ago. I picked up a bag of Game Boy Advance games. And I paid $25, which is kind of a lot, but there was a $30 game in it, so just that one game is going to make all the money back. I actually got WarioWare Twisted in it. So we got Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2, $14.80. Now, that's not a lot of money, but the thing about Game Boy Advance games, and any Game Boy games really, or actually any Nintendo games, but especially Game Boy Advance games, these barely take up any room. It takes like 30 seconds or a minute to list one of these. So I used to do almost nothing but Game Boy stuff, and I can list, if I have a bunch of these, I can use the not the turbo lister, but the multi-lister to do over 100 of these in an hour. So all you do is you take one picture of the front, one picture of the back, and they all have the same description because they all work. And so even though that's only $15, just the fact that they're so easy to list and ship makes it still worthwhile selling. And then we got Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I got $12 for this. It came in the same lot. And this came in the same lot as... Wait, did it? No, excuse me. This did not come in the same lot. No, I bought a DS lot out here. So I bought a DS lot. I have a lime green in the box DS that I actually got with this. This is a DS game, $11.80. Very similar to the Game Boy games. Even though you're not selling it for a lot, they're super easy to list and ship. So I'll still go for it. And then one more cheapo game. We got Doom for the 32X. This is actually untested, and I only got a little over 10 bucks for it. I don't even remember where I got this. I got it in a lot somewhere. Don't remember. Sold some Star Wars minifigures for $25. And not much to say about that. I picked up tons of Legos out here at the flea market for super cheap and sell the minifigures in lots. Another cheap item. So yeah, you know, there's not a lot of awesome stuff. There's not a lot of expensive stuff, but it's all like quick to list, quick to ship stuff. This is hentai, anime. Keep your eye open for anime or hentai. Hentai is actually anime porn. This is adult only material. This sold for $17. This is a pretty cheap item, but some of the anime collections go for a ton of money. So also learn if you don't know what anime is, learn what it is, and then keep your eye open for this on DVDs. One of my best hauls ever included a bunch of anime DVDs, and when I was picking them up, I actually thought it was just some movie DVDs, but then after I looked in it, it was all anime collections, and some of these are worth like $80, $100 and stuff. So keep your eye open for anime. Next, we got probably the best sale of the week, or the best sale of the weekend, is these. This sold for a little over $100 here. Let's see, $101.94. Now, a few days ago, I actually had a video where I showed the Entex. It was an Entex. What's it called? Select a Game console, and I sold that for $115. I picked it up in a lot of electronic games for $40, and now these sold for a little over $50 each. We got the Entex baseball, and it actually came with the manual and the little. This goes actually on the. Let me show you. It's a little faceplate, I guess they call it. So you got the manual. You got the faceplate. You have to have the faceplate to be able to play the game properly. And the game cartridge itself. These are from 1981. And yeah, keep your eye open for Entex stuff. So we got, they both have the manual and the faceplate. $100 right there. Next, I sold a pocket knife. Now keep your eye open for this candy stripe design here. This is a Hammer brand, and they call this a toothpick. This is the second Hammer brand knife that I've sold. Unfortunately, the blade is broken, and this is in super rough shape. The other one I sold was a switchblade, and the switchblade sold for $35. The switchblade was in worse condition than this, and it still sold for $35 within a couple minutes. So this is one of those things you can pick up for like $1 or $2 or sometimes even 50 cents, pocket knives. This design is actually a bolo to me now, so keep your eye open for the candy stripe design. If you can find one of these in good shape, this should go for $60, $70 minimum. As you can see, this sold for $30 with the broken blade and worn very badly. And if you can pick up the switchblade version of this, it should go for more than that, probably close to $100 if you can find it in good shape. But like I said, even broken, I mean, the switchblade was in terrible, terrible shape. One of the worst shapes I've ever picked up a knife. Still sold for $35 immediately. And next, we got a bunch of Betamax. I've been showing these off forever and ever, and this is my go-to item at the moment. Picked up 50 of these for, I picked up 7,000 of these for $50. Been selling them on lots of 50 for $80 to $120 a piece. This lot was an older lot, and it went for $80. Gonna ship out for about $20 media mail. And last, we got a lot of RC cars here. These are untested. I just didn't feel like dealing with them. These are called, this is the first time I've ever messed with these things. These are called Ride Makers, spelled with a Z. Ride Makers, RC car. And I got $127 for the lot. I paid $20 for this from a friend out at the flea market. Gave him $20 for it. And it took about probably 3 weeks, probably closing in on a month to sell. What am I looking at? I'm not even looking at myself. Yeah, $127. And And that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace.